Welcome to today's episode of Bible Verses. We are going to be doing I Shall Be Released, which is a Bob Dylan song, and then we are going to be continuing off in Genesis. Almost done. I think like after this one and the next one will be in Exodus. Finally, I didn't know how long these books were. Anyway, let's get started. Say everything can be replaced. Every distance not so near. So I remember every face of the man who put me here. I see the light come shining from the west down to the east. Oh, any day now, any day now, I shall be released. Say every man needs protection. Every man must someday fall. So I swear in my reflection, I'll be high above this wall. I see the light come shining from the west down to the east. Any day now, any day now, I shall be released. Standing next to me in this lonely crowd is a man who swears he's not to blame. All day long I hear him shout, crying out that he was framed. I see the light come shining from the west down to the east. Oh, any day now, any day now, I shall be released. So, fun fact about Bob Dylan. He grew up in a Jewish household. He read the Bible a lot. Apparently, between the years of 1961 and 1968, they found out that 36% of Dylan's songs contained some biblical meaning. So, in other words, if I want to start drawing from Dylan's poll for this series, a lot of the songs have some kind of biblical reference. Now, in I Shall Be Released particularly, it is a story about a prisoner who is in prison singing out, any day now they'll let me out. Now, one of the main lines in this song is, from the west unto the east. Well, this is taken from Matthew 24, verse 27. For as the lightning cometh out of the east, and shineth even unto the west, so shall also the coming of the Son of Man be? Now, basically what this is saying is that when Jesus is describing what the times are going to be like when he returns. Now, that's pretty cool, pretty direct, and that line is repeated throughout the song. Any day now, I shall be released. I always want to sing that higher, but yeah, just saying it. Any day now, I shall be released. I see the light come shining from the west unto the east. Any day now, I shall be released. Pretty cool song. I'm a big fan. If you have more Bob Dylan songs that you'd like me to learn and do this treatment to, leave a comment. Anyway, now let's get into our biblical read-through. We're almost done with Genesis. Let's get started. So now we're going to talk about Genesis 44 through 47. Now chapter 44, right after Joseph finally has all of his brothers gather and eat a meal with him, where he's just kind of entertaining them and talking, and still hasn't revealed who he is yet. He tells his servant, his steward, to put gold and put a silver cup inside of the youngest brother's bag, and then chase the men down and confront them again. Basically ask them, hey, what are you doing? Are you holy? What are you up to? Basically showing that he does not trust them still. Now, chapter 44, verse 2, and put my cup, the silver cup, in the sack's mouth of the youngest and his corn money, and he did according to the word that Joseph had spoken. Just in case you're wondering where I'm interpreting this from. Now, chapter 45 is finally when Joseph starts to reveal that, hey, this is me, I am your brother, I have been your brother all along. And I was sent not by you in your act of misfortune, but by God into this land so I can help everybody, because we still have about 5 years of famine left, because his brothers are not doing very well. Just in their land, everything's drought, it's everywhere. That's why they keep coming back to talk to Joseph. And Joseph, after his being sent away and sold into Egypt, is now a ruler of Egypt, essentially. And Joseph tells his brothers to bring back my father and bring back all the children, bring back everybody. You can live here in Egypt with me because I am a ruler of this area. Now, chapter 46, they go back to their father, Israel, or Jacob, and they tell him Joseph's alive. Well, they actually tell him he's alive in chapter 45. Verse 27, and they told him all the words of Joseph, which he had said unto them. And when he saw the wagons which Joseph had sent to carry him, the spirit of Jacob their father revived. Jacob was ecstatic that his son is still alive. And Israel, once again, Jacob and Israel are the same person, and these are all the sons of Israel. Israel decided to continue on the journey and see his son and move into Egypt. And basically all of the children and all the children's children go with them into Egypt so they can have a new home and Joseph can take care of his entire family. Now, chapter 47, Joseph is going to tell the Pharaoh, hey, these are my family, they are shepherds. And he tells his family to tell the Pharaoh that they are all shepherds. And the Pharaoh accepts him and gives him a bunch of land that he could live in, and Joseph is still like one of the highest ranked people in Egypt. So while this drought is going on, people are still coming into Joseph to live, to have some food, to have something. Just all kinds of people throughout Egypt. And at first, Joseph says, I will give you food for this year if you give me your animals. Like, give me your animals, give me everything you got, and I'll feed you this year. And they're like, fine. And then the next year of famine and everything again, Joseph's like, I'll feed you this year, but give me your land. Give me everything. And they all agreed to sell their land into the Pharaoh and unto Joseph. And finally, Joseph goes and he decides that people would continue to live on their land and continue to harvest, but 1/5 of everything is going to start going to the Pharaoh, basically taxing the people for living there so he could feed them all. And then at the end, near the end of 47, Israel, or Jacob, is realizing he's sick, and starting to understand that he's going to die soon. And he tells Joseph that he doesn't want to be buried in Egypt. He wants to be buried in the land where he came from. And Joseph agrees, and he bows his head, and he accepts that his father doesn't want to be buried there. He wants to be buried where he came from. So that'll stop our Bible verses for chapter 48. Next time we'll read 48, 49, 50, and then we'll be in Exodus, finally. Thank you all for joining me. This has been Bible verses, I want to say 15 or 14. I'll look in a second and verify. But this is a series I do where I do a song, I talk about its meaning, and then I want to read through just biblical texts. So when I run out of the Bible, I'll read something else. I got a bunch of spiritual books about Buddhism and all kinds of other stuff. Mostly I'm just trying to understand some more balance of life. Thank you for joining me once again. My name is Richard Durazo. I hope this helps your musical taste, your philosophy. Leave a comment. Let me know what you think. I'll see you all again soon. I do these videos every Sunday. Be sure to subscribe if you want to see a new one. Richard Durazo. Have a great day.